Hello, today in this video I will be adding some rhinestone embellishments to my daughter's shoes. As you can see here, you will need some rhinestones, the E6000 glue that I just showed you. I am using 3mm, 4mm, and 5mm rhinestones. These can be purchased on ebay.com. Here are some lids for you to separate your sizes in. And if you're using multiple colors, you can separate the colors. This is called a pick-me-up stick. It's made by Silhouette. This can be purchased at Walmart or Joann Fabric for about $8. So what you want to do is just start to pour in your rhinestones inside of your lids to get yourself ready for your project. I have already wiped off the areas on the shoe that I will be adding the rhinestones to. So here you can see I am applying the E6000 glue to the check mark. The check mark, I will be adding the iridescent rhinestones just to give it a little bit of pizzazz. As you can see, some of the shoe, like in the pink area, it has like a corduroy pinkish color. I won't be adding anything to that. I'll be adding where you see the navy leather. This is a size 13 in Big Kids. My daughter is 6 years old, so that's the size that she wears. The shoe is already extremely cute. I just wanted to add a little extra. So if someone does have these same shoes on at her school, they won't be the same. Hers will be different. And as you can see here, I'm just taking my time, not trying to move too slow, because if you move too slow, the glue will dry out. And you'll have to pull it off. It gets all gummy and you have to start over. So I'm just not in any particular order, just adding them in a cluster, and just making sure I fill in all the spaces. So that's why you will need 3 different size rhinestones. So you just continue on like so. As you can see here, I'm just continuing to work my way up the side of the check. I will be taking the check all the way up to the back of the shoe. So the glue is nice and wet and shiny. As it does begin to dry, as I said, the glue will get gummy. So you want to really just stick and move. Keep adding your stones. If you put them in the incorrect spot, you still have time to move them and slide them as needed. But you don't want to take too long, so just keep on going, and we'll continue this process up to the close to the back of the shoe. As you can see right here, I'm just filling in some spots where I see that it looked like there were some stones missing. So that's exactly why you need to have some smaller stones as well to fill in. So we're just going to keep on going, moving our way up. just take your time and just do the best you can to try to stay in a straight line and just kind of trace the area with the rhinestones the best you can. Use the sizes that you feel fit the spaces properly. Whenever I do one shoe, I kind of, for some reason, always like the second shoe better because I can always see where it just could have been better. So this is the finished product. I could have used smaller rhinestones in certain spots and not use some bigger ones, but this is your little project. You can do it however you like to. You don't have to use multiple sizes. Some people like to use all one size. I like to not have as many spaces as possible. And maybe in the future too, I wouldn't mind having maybe some navy colored stones. I like to use the same color stones, depending upon whatever the project is, same color stones as the color that I'm working on. I like to do that when I'm using glitters too. So as you can see, I just moved on to the other side of the shoe. So just keep working your way through the shoe. You know, you pretty much get the idea. Okay, and in case you're wondering, once the shoes are complete, you want to allow them to dry at least 24 to 48 hours. If you want to wear them and you're in a hurry, like, okay, I just really want to wear these shoes, let them dry in front of like a nice little fan for 24 hours at least. You want the glue to really cure. And when you are using this glue, make sure you have a fan on or a window crack. This E6000 glue is very harsh. It's very strong, so make sure you have a well ventilated area. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, so this is the finished result for the check marks. I was debating. At first, I wasn't going to fill in the toe area, but I was like, no, I feel like it's still missing something. And I asked my daughter how she felt about it, and she said, no, I do want some rhinestones on the check. Well, no, on the toe area. So I was like, okay, you want stones on the toe area? Let's put some stones on the toe area. So here we are, adding some rhinestones to this white part right here. Again, I did wipe that area off as well with some alcohol. So I added the E6000, and here we go. I like to go in rolls. Then sometimes I kind of go in a random area, but I try to like go in like a line and just kind of work my way back and forth. But do it the best way that feels comfortable for you. So just continue on, and then you'll see how I do this area. Okay, as you can see here, I tried to get a better angle by putting the shoe on top of the box, so I was able to go a lot faster this way. So yes, I'm still just trying to work it as closely as possible. That's my best advice to give you. Put the stones as closely as possible together as you can, so you can't see in between. You want it to just look like what is that, like a princess cut or an invisible set or something. You just want it to look like you just see all rhinestones, like you couldn't even tell. You don't even want to be able to tell what's underneath or what color was underneath. You want the stones to be that close. Like, get yours to look better than this if you can, because you know, the more you do it, you'll get better and better. Just have some patience with yourself, and then also have an idea in mind of how you want it to look. See how I'm kind of like closing it around, and I think this is the second shoe. I think I was a little better with my placement on this shoe. So you just want to make sure everything is nice and close and tight. Nice and tight. So just keep moving and grooving. Okay, as you can see, this is the final look of the shoe. Everything is complete. Well, as far as what I wanted, the idea and the style that I had for the shoe. As you can see, both toe areas are complete. I like the second shoe I did better. This one is the second one, I think. I just like something about the toe area I did a little better. Okay, and it's all done. And I think it's super cute, and my daughter loved these shoes. This was like before the whole quarantine thing, actually about a couple weeks. And her little classmates just loved her shoes. Well, all her shoes is mostly blingy, of course, because that's just what I like to do. But these shoes were just super cute, and they were different. It didn't take that long. I want to say this probably took me a couple hours. I don't know, because I broke it up and came back the second day, another day, and did a different shoe. As you can see, I had a whole different nail set when I did the second shoe. But I don't know how many rhinestones it took. Maybe 1,000 for both shoes. 500. I'm not sure. I don't really count the rhinestones, but these rhinestones again can be purchased on eBay, and each bag is no more than $20. It's under $20. It depends on how many rhinestones you get. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.